Marami ang nawindang kay Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus 5G pero kasi medyo mahal siya. Baka ayaw nyo ng curve pero gusto nyo yung wireless charging na mechanism. Introducing Infinix Note 40 5G. Bakit nahanap mo? Ito naman guys, may collab with Mobile Legends. Dati kasi pagka may collab, yung box lang yung merong collaboration. Pero ito hanggang sa wallpaper, sa icons, meron din siyang collaboration. Now, just like the Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus 5G, it has the same processor, Dimensity 7020 5G. At syempre, since Infinix Note 40 series to, meron po siyang incredible charging capabilities. Meron din siyang dedicated chip called Cheetah X1 chip. And no, this is not potato chip. Meron pa siyang 33 watts fast charging at meron pa siyang 15 watts wireless charging. Mas mabilis na talaga mag-charge si Note 40 Pro Plus 5G. The main selling point of this phone is yung kanyang itsura, yung design niya ay flat na flat. Pang gaming talaga siya, hindi katulad ng 40 Pro Plus 5G ay 3D curved display siya. But what I'm most excited about is yung kanyang major upgrade from the Note 30 5G. Especially the camera. Although 108MP rin siya, malaking difference niya from the Note 40. You'll see later. And without further ado, let us unbox this thing. It's been you're watching Unbox Diaries. Hoo-hoo. Oh, by the way, if you want to check out the full specs of this phone, punta ka lang sa unboxdiaries.com. We've got it all for you. Okay, so ito na yung phone guys. Cover lang pala yun. Okay, so ito talaga yung actual box niya. But it has a cover na Mobile Legends. Kung fan ka talaga, magko-collect ka ng ganito. Bili ka ng bago ha. Piso! 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 Yan na guys! Yan na! Yan na yung box. Okay. O by the way, meron siyang magpad na kasama sa loob ng box. Ang dami na nababalo. Ang daming pag-giveaway talaga pagka alam niyo na kung saan. Ito yung kasama niya sa box. Magpad. Dimensity 7020 5G processor. May JBL na siya. Ito pa ay 512 gigs na. Ito ba yung all-round fast charge 2.0? SIM ejector pin. And inside, ito talaga. I was actually impressed with the Note 40 Pro Plus 5G na casing kasi nga high quality siya. Yung kasi guys, parang jelly case lang na naninilaw. Ito. Look at that quality. Hard case. May MagSafe pa. Magnetic. And inside you're getting so much more. Tempered glass. Pang-install ng tempered glass. May stickers ng Note 40 series. Sheesh. Kaya lang guys, parang na-miss ko na po yung lumang X Gold ba yun? Kasi kung fan ka talaga, dapat mo ulit ako ng gano'n. Doon malalaman kung mayaman ka.
Hindi, wow.
Ayan na po yung phone. Ito na yung kanyang design. Mamaya na yan. And underneath, we're getting the USB Type-C cable, the 33-watt charger, and that is pretty much it. And magic. Ito na po yung phone at yung kanyang hard case na may MagSafe. Feeling ko, lagi mong gamitin to. Tignan nyo to What I'm about to do will blow your mind. Pero bago yan, comment nyo na. Peace. Okay, ito na. Hindi lang sumakto. Whoa! Active halo. Matindi yung kapit. Next naman, yung mas malaking battery. Boom. Oh, di ba? And guys, pwede rin siya sa mga MagSafe stand katulad nito. Pang iPhone lang yung dati pero meron na si Infinix Note 40. Kung medyo namamahalan ka kay Note 40 Pro Plus 5G, just go get this one. Mas mura po siya. And it's got the same technology and wireless charging. Oh, by the way, si Note 40 Pro Plus 5G ay 20 watts wireless charging. Ito naman 15 watts po siya. Now, the casing is pretty nice. Madaling iligay at madali siyang tanggalin. Pero ito na yung kanyang design. No? The design looks really elegant. Napaka-premium ng design. But yes, it's not 3D curved design just like the Note 40 Pro Plus 5G. Ito ay parang iPhone design just like its predecessor, si Note 30 5G. But as you can see, mas elegant po yung design niya. Mas modern. Siguro dahil sa kanyang camera module. This is plastic. The chrome finish at the sides is also plastic. But once you hold it, malayo yung difference niya from the predecessor. Ito talagang feeling cheap talaga to. Ito naman medyo premium na talaga siya. Pero, mas manipis pa si Note 40 kaysa kay Note 35G. At para sila may JBL. Dalawang speaker po yan. Meron pa siyang microphone, IR blaster, right side power button, volume rocker sa taas niya. Sa ilalim naman, walang headphone jack. May headphone jack yung kanyang predecessor. Para mas pumayat, mas sumeksi. Kasi nga pagka meron ganon, tataba talaga. Ang chunky ng dating. May microphone, USB Type-C port, and the other speakers. So dual speakers po siya. And of course, meron siyang dual nano SIM card slot. Plus, meron pa siyang micro SD card slot for expandability on top of the 512 gigs of internal storage By the way, meron pa siyang 256GB na variant na mas mura ng dihamak sa 512. Now look at that display. Ito yung isa sa mga pinakamalaking lundag niya from the Note 35G is yung kanyang display. It's a 120Hz AMOLED na po. It is a 6.78-inch in a 1,300 nits of peak brightness. At meron pa siyang low blue light TÜV Rheinland certification. It is vastly superior than its predecessor. Pinaman naman yan, parang may ang kapal ng bezel ng kanyang predecessor at medyo parang pa-curve ba siya ng konti nga dito eh. It's not really that flat. Mas flat tingnan yung display ng bagong model. Not only are the bezels thinner, mas maliit din na konti yung kanyang punch hole, pati yung baba niya guys, halos wala na rin. Grabe to. This is a major leap talaga. At pagbukas ko nung phone, tingnan mo naman yan, Mia. At meron pa siyang iba't ibang wallpaper na naka-install dun sa loob ng phone. And even the themes are Mobile Legends din. Kulang na lang is yung sound effects. Gusto ko sana pagka nag-open ka ng app, welcome to mobile, parang ganun. Kailangan premium yung sound effects. But actually, pwede naman gawin yun. Pwede nyo lagyan ng ringtone yung inyong phone at pwede mo siya i-program if you wanna open an app. Kung ano yung notification nyo, meron siyang sound na gagawin. You can actually do that. Pero in default siguro, syempre, makaka-apekto yun sa branding ni Infinix. Now, the display is 1080p na. Full HD Plus po to. And the moment you will see the display, no, kung meron kang Infinix Note 35G, malaki ang lundag niya in terms of contrast, peak brightness, and saturation. Guys, pag nakita mo yung mga pictures na nakuha naman dito, ang layo masyado. If you're watching a movie here, malayong malayo. Parang ang dark tingnan ng display ni Note 35G. It's a big jump. This not only affects movie watching, but also gaming as well. No? Mas maganda mag-gaming sa AMOLED display. Actually, ang taas ng 1,300 nits of peak brightness on a mid-range device. Dati kasi guys, puro 900 lang, 800 nits. Now it's 1,300. Making this much more usable under direct sunlight din. 500 nits lang po to. Also, napansin ko guys, while watching movies, no, sobrang sagad ng content, no, dahil sa kanya napakanipis na bezels at the sides. Playing games is just so much more fun. Parang mas gumanda pa yung graphics niya kasi nga, ang laki ng dinagdag ng itsura, no, in terms of yung kanyang itsura, sa texture, sa color, sa effects kapag ka nag-skill, ang laki ng contribution ng AMOLED display. Akala mo nag-upgrade ka ng GPU sa PC. Now, speaking of gaming, ito na po yung itsura niya sa Mobile Legends. Pangat naman kung nagla-like siya sa Mobile Legends kasi may collab. Ito na yun, guys. But first of all, okay, may kailangan kayo malaman dito. Mag-comment pa ng piso, bago sabihin, okay? Pero ito na, almost 500,000 points ang Antutu benchmark po sa Dimensity 7025G processor. But actually, even faster than the Note 40 Pro Plus 5G. Hindi ko alam na nangyari kay 40 Pro Plus 5G. This is faster than with having the same processor. Ano kayo meron dito? Pero tinry namin siyang ulit-ulitin yung kanyang Antutu benchmark tapos gawin pa siyang performance mode. Halos walang improvement ako nakita. Could be not yet optimized for Antutu benchmark testing with the performance mode dito kasi nilagyan ko siya ng ganito, yung para X-Boost. Same pa rin. Now before I show you the gameplay, ito muna, the main selling point of this phone is its wireless charging talaga. Na kahit naglalaro kayo ng pa-landscape, you can charge your phone just like this. Pero kailangan mo bumili ng ganitong power bank from Infinix. This means kaya mo maglaro ng mga games mo kahit saan, or sa school, sa CR, kahit naglalabing-labing kayo ni jowa, makapag-charge ka pa rin sa taas niya. Diba nagyayakapan? Alam naman paras kayo sa baba. Yes, yun. Guys, malapit na yung PC. Power tap na. Para masimulan na yung gameplay.
Dalawang beses na yan!
Ito na yung gameplay. Ay, by the way, pwede pala siyang pwede ka maglaro ng ganyan. Ayan, para may supporta ka. Ayun. Or habang nanonood ka ng movie, di ba? O, di ba? Or pwede siyang ganito. O, pati controller, o, di ba? Ayan. Pretty much any MagSafe accessory for the iPhone is compatible sa ganito. We've actually tested it out on many brands, many other products na MagSafe. Gumagana po siya. Pero sa Mobile Legends, ito po yung itsura niya. Meron pa siyang super refresh rate, ultra graphics, right out of the box. And yun, syempre, expect na yan. May collab to eh. Ito pwedeng may collab, tas malag, no? The gameplay is very smooth, very playable, high resolution pa nga. No? Kasi madalas pagka mid-range phone, medyo low graphics guys, medyo parang soft yung kanyang graphical quality. Ito naman high resolution guys, meaning sobrang binigyan ng pansin ni Munton etong phone na to. Baka pati boss ni Munton pa nga nag-program nito eh. Pero guys, mabagal siya sa Wild Rift. Joke lang. Actually, pretty much everything feels very smooth. Kahit maraming nangyari sa screen, no? Very smooth pa rin siya. No problem whatsoever. You will definitely enjoy playing Mobile Legends on this phone. Plus, nag-charge pa siya ng ganyan habang naglalaro ka. Nice. Call of Duty naman ito yung kanyang available settings. Uy, optimized din kasi madalas high graphics, high frame rates lang sa mid-range phones. But here, naka-max frame rate siya agad. Naka-high graphics pa. Kasi yung iba guys, pag nagma-max frame rates, naglo-low graphics, ito naman, kaya niya mag-high graphics kahit max frame rate. So, actually, it's very smooth naman when we were playing. High resolution din siya. And yung kanyang gyroscope is very responsive din. Very accurate din siya. Genshin Impact did test out the equilibrium, the performance mode, and parang wala masyadong ginawa si performance mode dito. Feeling ko lang kailangan niya ng konting update for the X-Boost. Ayun. Kasi madalas kasi guys, pag gaming phone, kapag mayroong performance mode, talagang binuboost yung performance, may overclocking. But this one, no, naka-lowest graphics na to, and it's very playable naman sa Genshin Impact. Sa equilibrium, nasa 34, 36 frames per second. Nag-performance mode kami, mga plus 3 FPS lang, plus 4. Should have been better. Pero bin sa CPU, mga ganun naman talaga. Kaya nga, no, sa mga GPU. Bili ka na lang bagong GPU kung ganun. Gusto mo ng plus 50 FPS. Na so far, when you're venturing off, na wala masyadong nangyayari sa screen, sobrang smooth niya. Pero kasi kapag ka meron ng maraming nangyayari, may boss fight, may maraming effects, and meron kang combo with your skills, medyo nag-frame drop talaga siya ng todo-todo. Less than 30 FPS, napapansin namin. Also, kapag nag-enter ka ng bagong area, yun, meron siyang loading part. You will feel it. But yeah, dito po yung kanyang expectations dito. This is what you should expect on this phone. Dimensity 7020 5G processor. 500,000 points and 2 benchmark. Feeling ko kasi mga 700,000 yata yung kailangan mo para mag-medium graphics talaga sa game na to. Kaya siya umabot kay Wuthering Waves. Ayan. Hirap, parang wuthering. The biggest advantage of this phone in terms of gaming over the Note 40 Pro Plus 5G is its flat display. With the flat display, wala talagang mistouches dun sa edges. Talagang kung ano yung nasa gitna, yun din yung kanyang responsiveness dun sa mga gilid-gilid. Speaking of advantage, malaki yung kanyang lundag in terms of camera compared sa kanyang predecessor. Don't believe me, ito na. No? Para sila may 108MP main camera at meron pa siyang ibang lens na hindi ultra-wide. Meron pa siyang macro lens and depth sensor. Yeah, wala pa siyang ultra-wide 0.6. But before the comparison, ito muna yung itsura niya by itself. Now, ang pinaka-major improvement dito is yung kanyang contrast, yung kanyang white balancing na ayos na niya. Medyo weird talaga yung colors. Last year, parang sinabi ni Infinix, okay, lagyan mo na lang siya ng magandang processor and let's call it a day. Sabihin mo natin 108MP sa marketing at yun na. Pero in reality, itsura ng mga picture. Mahirap para sa reviewer na makita yung mga ganito. Pag sinabing Infinix, parang hindi yan about the camera. Saka nag-araw. But here's the comparison between the Note 30 5G and the Note 40 5G. And as you can see, grabe, ang laki talaga ng nilundag in terms of image quality. Not only mas maraming details sa Note 40 5G, but also yung kanyang color ay talagang mas inayos na. Kung before, parang mukhang painting talaga, no? Yung image quality ni Note 30, parang kulang minsan sa sharpness, medyo weird yung skin mo. Ito guys, talagang inayos na nila yung skin tone mo dito. Mukha ka na talagang tao. Mukha talaga siyang camera na talaga. Before, it really looked overprocessed in my eyes. Note 30 5G. Overprocessed. Note 40 5G talagang maayos na. Ayan. Even in low light, matindi ang nilundag. More exposure, less noise, well-balanced colors. At kahit sa selfie, ayun, the same image processing improvement na sa selfie din. Siguro mga very close sa Note 40 Pro Plus 5G. Well, feeling ko kasi parang same sensor lang ata sila ni Note 40 Pro Plus 5G. So yun, same camera, same processor, pero feeling ko faster charging naman si Note 40 Pro Plus 5G and so also curved design siya. Mas social lang naman. Depende sa inyo. Mas pang gaming to for me. Okay? Ngayon, magkano ba? O comment mo na kayo piso. Okay. Bago ko sabihin, ito na. Enjoy lang, ito na talaga, promise. The Infinix Note 40 5G ay only 12,999 pesos para sa kanyang 512 na storage. Tapos guys, meron pa siyang 4G version, no? Helio G99 Ultimate naman yung gamit, pero may wireless charging din. Feeling ko yun lang yung pinakaiba yung kanyang processor, but 9,499 naman siya. Now, if you don't need the 5G, no? Baka okay na yung 4G, may wireless charging na rin siya. Mas makamura ka pa ng 3,000 pesos. Wow. Pwede. But yes, 720 5G na. Actually, mas mabilis naman si 720 kaysa kay Helio G99. Ng konti-konti. Pero yun, kung nagbabala ka talaga ng isang mid-range cellphone, kung di mo kaya bilhin si iPhone na gusto mo yung kanyang wireless charging, this is the best thing that you can get. The next best thing. And it is the only wireless charging MagSafe phone that is under 15,000. Wala ibang brand ang nagbibigay ng itong klaseng feature. At kapag nagamit mo siya ng tama, you can actually have so much battery life on the go kahit saan man. Great for gaming, great for photography, great for watching movie. Pwede mo rin siya parang gawin stand ata. Pwede. Infinix Note 40 5G is available now in the Philippines. Medyo ulit na nag-review. Available na po siya. And ayun lang. If you wanna get this one, Available po siya sa TikTok Shop, Shopee, Lazada, you name it. So meron na siya mga physical stores. Check na lang. Nakita ko sa Gateway. Alam ko meron sa Gateway. Meron sila North EDSA rin. SM North EDSA. And if you want to see more videos just like this one and piso deals, alam mo na kung saan pumunta. At mga pamigay. And marami kaming pamigay na cellphone sa other channel namin. Alam mo na kung saan pumunta. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our great content that I've been and you're watching Unbox Diaries. Hoo-hoo.